Hi friends, in this video I will explain the concept of classful addressing for 5 to 6 marks. So classful addressing divides the IPv4 address space into the 5 classes A, B, C, D, E designed to accommodate the different network sizes. So in this IPv4 address classes which will be having the how much of percentages it has been occupied among the 100%. So in this A which is going to occupy is a 50%, class B which is going to occupy is a 25%, class C which is going to occupy is a 12.5, again D will have 6.25 and then E it has been 6.25%. So before the discussing with respect with the classful IP address, we need to know about the representations. So here we will be having the different notations are present: binary notations, dotted decimal notations, and the hexadecimal notation. Wherever we are going to using, so we can use the different notations, but meaning it will be same. So IP addresses are hierarchical, divided into the two parts. First is a prefix and then suffix. So prefix which is going to define the network, and then suffix which is going to define a specific node on the network. So and then there are two main types of address hierarchies are present: classful address and then classless address. So in this the category of classes, so we will be having the class A, class B, class C, class D, and then class E. So and then with respect to the class A, which is going to containing under the prefix 8 bits and then suffix which will be having the 24 bits. As previously told that previous prefix which is going to define the network and then suffix which is going to define a specific node on the networks. So in the here we will be having the 8 bits which will be having the prefix and then 24 bits which will be having the suffix. So here first bit it is going to starting from 0 to the 127. So only this many bits are maybe IP address we can able to use it. So and then whenever the first bit which will be having the 0, that we have indicated that it is a class A. And then similarly the first bit it is going to 10, then which is going to defines or indicates the class B. So similarly the first 3 bits are 110, that indicates the class C, again 110, and then that indicates the class D, again all ones which has been represents the class C. So and then the class B which will be having the 16 bits prefix and then 16 bits suffix. So and then we will be having the 128 to the 191, the first bytes are present. So next class C, the prefix which will be having the 24 bits and then suffix which will be having the 8 bits. So which means n is equal to 24 and then the first bit will be starting from 192 to the 223. So next class D which is going to reserve for a multicast address not applicable, and then first byte which is going to starting from 224 to the 239. So on the class C it has been used for a future use or maybe research and development purpose. So and then first bit it is going to starting from 240 to the 255. So class A prefix length 8 bits. First bits is always 0, so only 7 bits are available for the network identification. Supports up to the 128 networks. So example range 1.0.0.0 to 126.0.0.0. So that's what we are indicating under the 0 to 127. So next class B which is going to represent prefix length 16 bits. So first 2 bits are 10, so 14 bits of the network are identification, which is going to support up to 16,384 networks. So example range 128 to the 191. So that's what here it has been represented, 128 to 191. Next class C prefix length which will be having the 24 bits. First 3 bits are 110 and then 24 bits for network identification. So which is going to support onto the what these many networks, and then example ranges are 192 to the 223. So that's what we have represented here, 192 to 223. So next class D it has been first 4 bits are 1110, so on the reserved for a multicast address, and the ranges are 224 to the 239. And the class C it has been reserved for a experimental or maybe the research and development purpose. So first 4 bits are all ones, then reserved for experimental purpose. So ranges will be 240 to the 255. So in continuation with that, we will be having address depletions are present. So problem classful address lead to the rapid depletion of IPv4 address due to inefficient distribution. So each and individual classes which will be having the limitations are present. So class A designed for a very large organization, only 128 networks available, each with the 16,77,216 addresses are present. So most organizations didn't need so much addresses, leading to the significant waste. So and then class B, which has been designed for a mid-sized organizations. Despite more networks are available, but many addresses remain unused. Next, class C intended for smaller network. Each network had only 256 address, which was often too few for organizations. And then class C has been designed and then almost never used, leading to the wastage of entire classes. Then what is the solution for this? So solution for this will be having the next concepts. The what address depletion. So for that we will be having the subnetting a solution. We can able to provide the what and all the problems are present by giving the solutions of subnetting. So divides a large class of A or class B into a smaller subnets. Methods which is going to increase the prefix length, creating multiple smaller networks from a single large networks. Issue not widely adopted because large organizations were reluctant to share the unused addresses with the smaller ones. So and then moreover we'll be having the supernetting concepts are present, combines several smaller class C networks into large blocks. So purpose designed to create large address blocks of organizations needing more than the 256 addresses are present. Next issue, make a packet routing more complex, limits its effectiveness. And some of the advantages are present. Classful addressing. Simplicity, the class of an address is easily identified from an address itself. And then fixed prefix length, each address class ABC has predefined prefix length. No additional information is required to determine the prefix and the suffix, making it easier to understand and manage. Thank you.